Taylor Swift and her fans celebrate New Year's with her boyfriend during Kansas City's victory. No, Taylor Swift's relationship with Travis Kelce hasn't caused the Kansas City Chiefs season to completely derail. The pop star was again on hand at Arrowhead Stadium on Sunday, where the defending Super Bowl champions topped the Cincinnati Bengals, 25-17, to bounce back from their Christmas Day loss to the rival Las Vegas Raiders. Cameras caught Swift celebrating the impending victory with a young fan late in the fourth quarter, when Kansas City's Chris Jones sacked Bengals quarterback Jake Browning on Cincinnati's final drive. Later, Swift was expected to join Kelce as well as some friends and family for a private New Year's Eve party in the Kansas City area, although those plans could have been jeopardized by her date's dismal performance on Sunday. Kelce was nearly a non-factor for Patrick Mahomes and company, finishing the game with only 3 catches for 16 yards on 4 targets. He remains only a few yards short of his 8th consecutive 1,000-yard season. But for the 10-6 Chiefs, the victory was significant. Not only does Kansas City win its 8th consecutive AFC West crown, but it comes after a miserable 3-8 stretch that threatened their entire season. Naturally, many have suggested that Swift was somehow to blame for distracting Kelce and the Chiefs from the job at hand, but that wasn't the case on Sunday as Kansas City came back to beat the Bengals, who fell to 8-8. Swift was seen celebrating the win with one young fan, sticking her finger in the air and screaming in the child's face. And as a number of fans noticed, Swift was wearing a Chiefs jacket with "Tay Tay" embroidered near the pocket, a reference to Kelce's rumored nickname for the 34-year-old singer. Swifties went wild over this on social media, noting that they are happy he's adopted the fanbase's nickname for her. As for Sunday's game, Swift was in her customary suite, surrounded by the family and friends of Kelce's Chiefs teammates, including the tight end's mother, Donna. And as has become a familiar scene at Arrowhead, fans brought signs in hopes of catching her attention. One clever Chiefs supporter referred to the romantic couple as TNT, writing that, "They're dynamite." Another young attendee wrote that she was only here for Taylor. Harrison Butker was a career-best 6 for 6 on field goal attempts. Kansas City held the Bengals scoreless over their final 7 possessions. Patrick Mahomes had 245 yards passing and a touchdown for Kansas City, 10-6, which also secured at least the number 3 seed and one home playoff game. Isaiah Pacheco ran 18 times for 130 yards while Rashee Rice had 5 catches for 127 yards. The Bengals, 8-8, fighting for their own playoff lives, led by 10 early but found themselves trailing 25-17 when Butker hit the last of his field goals, a 46-yarder through blustery wind, with 2:59 remaining in the game. With one last chance, Jake Browning hit Tyler Boyd to convert a long 4th down and get into Kansas City territory, but back-to-back sacks by George Karlaftis and Chris Jones gave the Chiefs 8 on the day and ended the Bengals' comeback hopes. Browning finished with 197 yards passing and a touchdown. Joe Mixon ran for 65 yards and had the TD reception. Butker converted from 54, 43, 27, 24, 48 and 46 yards, accounting for the game's final 18 points. The Bengals and Chiefs are accustomed to playing high-stakes games when the weather turns frigid, meeting for down-to-the-wire nail-biters in each of the past 2 AFC Championship games. And they are usually accompanied by plenty of trash talk, be it from elected officials or, in the case this past week, players such as the Bengals' Jamar Chase. The animosity usually spills onto the field, too. Midway through the second quarter, Chase and Chiefs cornerback L'Jarius Sneed got into a heated argument, and eventually a team-wide scrum resulted in offsetting personal fouls. The Bengals jumped ahead 10-7 when an 8.5-minute drive resulted in a field goal and a 6.5-minute march ended in Mixon's touchdown catch. Cincinnati then got the ball back when Trey Hendrickson ran right around rookie right tackle Wanya Morris, stripped Mahomes from behind and Sam Hubbard was there to pounce on the loose ball. Pass interference on Sneed in the end zone set up Browning's 1-yard TD run. Butker's first field goal got the Chiefs within 17-10, and they had a chance to take the lead when Mahomes saw Marquez Valdez-Scantling wide open on their next possession. But yet another dropped pass, the NFL leading 40th by Kansas City this season, forced the Chiefs to settle for a field goal to trail 17-13 at the break. As the Chiefs' defense stiffened in the second half, their offense began showing signs of life. They stuffed the Bengals on 4th and 1 at the Kansas City 6, then drove 82 yards for Butker's third field goal. And after the Bengals had to punt, Mahomes hit Rashee Rice for 67 yards to set up Butker's chip shot and give the Chiefs the lead for good. All the latest news, lifestyle and updates about Taylor Swift's life, brought to you by our dedicated team of Swifties. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share the Swiftie Page news channel on YouTube so you don't miss out.